Welcome, this is Denome and you are watching This Week in Crypto, where I talk about the major news that happened with Bitcoin and crypto last week, as well as I will give some predictions for Bitcoin and altcoins for the coming weeks as well. So if you think this is interesting, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So before I show you the news and before I show you the altcoins that I'm bullish on right now, let's first talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, if you take a look at this one, we're in this bullish formation, which is called the symmetrical triangle, and it's a continuation pattern. And if the measured move to the upside is actually bringing us Bitcoin to $21,000, so that's a really good move if it can do that. But if you just take a look at basically the last day, this is the 4-hour chart. So the last day we have just been consolidating on the top part here, so there's no breakthrough yet. So it could still break to the downside. Usually these break to the upside, but if it goes to the downside, then it will basically bring us down to 18,000 or 17,000. So we'll see how that goes. But personally, I'm leaning more towards the bullish. I saw a lot of people are actually bearish at these levels, but to me, I'm still bullish. Even if it goes to 17,000, I don't really care, because if we're just consolidating between 18,000 or 20,000 and 16,000, this is bullish for altcoins, because they are just developing and developing and developing and growing and growing. So I do believe that basically no matter what happens, this is bullish in the long term. So maximum amount we can consolidate in these levels, in my opinion, is maybe 1 or 2 months, and then we will break new records again. So $20,000 is inevitable in my opinion. So we'll go there eventually. Will we go there now? I don't really know. So for Bitcoin, I don't really have any predictions other than 21,000 is a possibility, and it is more likely than the bearish scenario here in my opinion. But now let's talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum, as you know, the Ethereum 2.0 actually launched and there were no hiccups. Everything is running smoothly, no problems at all as far as I have known. The only problem that I have here is that only 1.156 million ETH has been staked for the Ethereum 2.0. So after the Ethereum 2.0 actually launched, this number hasn't been going up as fast as I was hoping it would. So I guess many people are still waiting for the first reactions and for the first hiccups, but so far no hiccups yet. So I think a lot of people will still want to stake their Ethereum, especially if you take a look at this chart here. The current APR for Ethereum is 14.6% return for your Ethereum throughout the year. So that's a really good number. So I do think many more people want to stake their Ethereum, and the more Ethereum is staked here, the less actual Ethereum is being transacted, because every Ethereum staked here is out of the current circulating supply of Ethereum, because currently Ethereum 2.0 is not in any exchange, it is not available anywhere, and you cannot go back to Ethereum 1.0 or Ethereum 1 version 1 if you have converted into ETH 2.0. So yeah, I'm quite bullish for Ethereum for this one. And another one is, if we just take a look at ETH BTC here, another triangle pattern here. Now we are looking at the 4-hour charts. So this is ETH compared to Bitcoin, and we are still in this similar bullish formation here. So this one will probably break out within the next basically tomorrow we'll see this breakout. And again, this is a bullish pattern, so I do believe this will go to the upside. So again, I'm more bullish for Ethereum than I'm on Bitcoin. And if we just zoom out here, let's go to the daily chart here. You can see that this is the line that we just touched previously, and now from here to here, a potential 30% gain compared to Bitcoin if we just reached that number. But the first target to me is this one, the second target is this one, and this is basically my third target for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. So in the short term, I'm much more bullish for Ethereum than Bitcoin. Another thing that is bullish for Ethereum is actually, if you take a look at Chainlink compared to Ethereum, this actually broke to the downside on the long multi-year trend here. So since May 2019, Link has been outperforming Ethereum on the long term here, but we just broke through this trend line here. So for that reason, I actually converted my Link into Ethereum just last week. So I'm no longer currently holding Ethereum Link, because I do believe Ethereum will outperform Link because this trend has been broken here. So that's just my conviction for Link right now. But now let's talk about another things. So last week I made a video about Unidex bot here, and it already has 3.5 thousand views, and I talked about this bot that can basically give you a sideways moon. So you want to have a coin that is consolidating, and you can make money passively just by having money in this bot, and it's performed quite well for me. And just an update for that video is that I have 2.6 wrapped ETH from this bot, as well as 121,000 acro is the latest number here. So yeah, it's still working for me. But just one thing I want to add here is that you do not want to select coins that you are super bullish on, like XOR, because if you just take a look at this one, this bot actually sold my XOR into wrapped ETH last week, basically Monday, and since then it has not converted wrapped ETH back into XOR, because XOR has just been pumping compared to wrapped ETH or Ethereum. So I could actually be up by 21.6%, but because this bot sold the XOR into wrapped ETH, I did not get this value from that holding that token. So you don't want to have coins that are pumping, you want to hold coins that are going sideways, or you want to have a trading pair that is going sideways compared to each other. So you can have a trading pair for USDC or wrapped ETH, or even wrapped Bitcoin if you want to have trading pairs with Bitcoin instead of wrapped ETH here. So just another warning here that you have to be careful for that, or at least mindful for that. Another trading pair that I added was wrapped ETH and Pulse here, and I will probably delete this banned USDC here at least, and maybe this wrapped ETH XOR, or maybe I will reset this. I'm not exactly sure yet what I will do with that. But banned USDC I will probably delete, because I'm so bullish for banned for this coming weeks and months. Anyway, now let's talk about the major news that happened, and then we will talk about the altcoins that I'm bullish on. So first major news that happened is that MicroStrategy bought $50 million worth of Bitcoin in cash last week. So the average price they got for that Bitcoin was $19,427. So institutions are still bullish for Bitcoin, and they're just accumulating more and more and more Bitcoin as time goes on. So this is the first bullish news. Next one is that money pours out of gold in favor of Bitcoin. So it doesn't necessarily mean that money is going from gold into Bitcoin, but it just means that gold has been going down while Bitcoin has been going up. So that's the good news here. I did buy some gold just for diversification's sake, because I thought gold is a good inflation hedge, and the price has been going down. So this is just another win for Bitcoin in the store of value sense. So a lot of investors who have bought Bitcoin are super happy for its performance. So I think many people will still want to buy more Bitcoin as well. So yeah, just that for that news. I didn't see anything more interesting in that. But the major news, the absolute major news for last week is that Visa has partnered with no other than US dollar coin, USDC. So I made a video about stable coins, which I think is the best stable coin out there, and I picked USDC as the #1 choice. So credit card giant Visa announced it is connecting its global payment network of 60 million merchants to the US dollar coin. So this just means mass adoption for USDC. Absolute mass adoption. While Visa itself won't custody digital currency effective immediately, so it will not do it yet. Maybe it will allow you to custody funds later, but not yet. But this partnership will help select Visa credit card issuers start integrating the USDC software into their platforms and send and receive USDC payments. So as you probably know, USDC, it has $2.9 billion market cap, and each USDC coin is actually backed by a real US dollar. So that's how it all works. And the reason why they do all of this partnership is this. Visa estimates that $120 trillion in payments annually are made using checks and instant wire transfers, costing as much as $50 per transaction, regardless of the size of the transaction. So this is where USDC comes in, because with USDC, all payments are basically done within seconds or under a minute, and the cost is $2 to maybe $5. So this is massive saving for Visa, and this is massive adoption for USDC and crypto as well. So this is really good news that crypto is now tackling a $120 trillion industry, and now Visa is actually implementing this for, I don't know if they're implementing with eventually all 60 million merchants. Currently is the select Visa credit card issuers. So we'll see how many it will actually be in this one later on, but it is bullish for Visa because of the savings they can do, and because they can now give a better product for their customers, as well as this is bullish for crypto space as adoption is just growing and growing. Anyway, that's it for that major news. And then a bearish news is the Chinese scientists say that they have achieved a quantum computing breakthrough, and I will explain why it is bearish in my opinion quite soon. So let's go all the way here. So Google last year said that it has built a computer that could perform a computation in 200 seconds that would take the fastest supercomputers about 10,000 years, reaching quantum supremacy. But this is the news here. The Chinese researchers claim that their new prototype is able to process 10 billion times faster than that Google's prototype. So if this is actually true, and not any BS or propaganda, this is actually quite bad for almost all computer systems out there, because if you have a lot of computing power, you can hack things. And the big reason why I think this is bearish is because Bitcoin is not quantum resistant. So there's a project out there called Quantum Resistant Ledger, and this project here, the price is actually quite low right now, if you just a side note here, but they are actually helping you custody funds in a quantum resistant manner. And whenever you do that, there are some trade-offs that you want to do. So you cannot have like a agile DeFi ecosystem currently if you want to be also quantum resistant, and there are some other trade-offs that you want to do, but at least no one can really hack you. And this project out there, it has been around since basically 2017 here, June 2017. And still, if you go to their Twitter here, they have 12,500 followers, and they are posting updates December 5, December 4, December 2, December 1, and so forth. So they're constantly publishing updates, as well as they publish new videos on their YouTube channel, even though they don't have many subscribers. And I watched these videos, and just to give the sum of things is that the problem with Bitcoin right now is its addressing structure. So Bitcoin is not easily hard forked into a quantum resistant blockchain because of the addressing structure. And the problem there is that you have the private key and the public key, and the private key is basically your password for your funds inside the public address, and everyone has access to your public address. But the vulnerability with Bitcoin right now is that the system, how the public address is actually generated, can be backtracked if you have a powerful computer. So if you have a powerful enough computer, you can backtrack your private key using your public key. And currently no computer can do that. But if you have quantum computers that can do billion times faster transactions, you can eventually guess the right private key for your public key. So that's the bad side over there with Bitcoin, is that it's in the addressing structure, which makes it almost impossible to hard fork Bitcoin. So I don't know how real this problem actually is, and I will need to do some more research, and I hope actually some of you guys can help me do that research, because I want to know more about this. Is it actually a threat or not? But here, one point that they make is that even if it's a 1% chance that could happen, it's a good idea to hedge against that. And quantum resistant ledger basically helps you do that. And coin is not that valued right now. So that just something to think about. So now let's actually talk about other altcoins out there. So this is the crypto market right now, and as you know, I currently have 97 coins in my favorites list. I will not talk about other coins that are on my favorites list, just to make this a little bit faster. And Bitcoin 7 days a little bit up, Ethereum a little bit up, but pretty sideways for the for the biggest market cap coins out there, a little bit bearish for the biggest market cap coins out there, which means that the medium and small cap coins have actually been pumping this week. So if we take a look at the 7-day moves and we just sort by this one, you can see XIO massive moves. So I'm super happy to see this, and I think it's on. Sorry about that. I think it's on 11th of December that they start taking the snapshot every single day of your XIO holdings, and the average amount of XIO holdings you have until the end of December 31st, you will get an airdrop of the Flash token. So this is why XIO has been pumping. So I'm quite happy to actually see this pump, and I do hope that it will perform better, because this is still worse than my average entry price for XIO. So let's see how that goes. But anyway, I'm still in the train. I should have bought more, but yeah, I'm almost at the average entry price. But I have been accumulating more XIO because of their reward structure. So I'm pretty like plus minus zero at this moment. So it still needs to pump more for me to break even. But yeah, super happy to see it finally pump again. Another one is UNDB. This is the Unidex bot token, and I'm not too happy to see it pump after I made the video, because I don't want these videos to become videos that influence the price of things that much. But it is a quality project, so I'm holding the coin because I want to use the bot. So I guess I'm okay for that. But I'm really not looking that. I haven't bought any UNDB other than that one UNDB that I have, because the team actually sent me some UNDB for making that video, but I haven't bought any UNDB myself. Yeah, but I guess I'm happy to see that. Another one I've been talking about is Acropolis. Super happy to see this pump again, and to see the bot actually printing me more Acro tokens, as this has been going up, is also good as well. So quite happy to see this one. Elrond Gold, this is a token I talked about last week. Nice to see that one. Pulse, I took profits on Pulse last week, so it has actually continued to pump. So I guess that's good. A coin here that I will probably buy right now, I'll start to DCA into if it starts going lower, is Nexo, because the tokenomics of Nexo are similar with Celsius Network token, which, to be honest, if I had to pick a coin that has the best tokenomics out of any coin in the market, probably Celsius Network token has the best tokenomics out of any coin in the market that I've seen personally. So Nexo has a similar tokenomics, and it is 4 times smaller than Celsius Network token. So I want to hold both just to diversify, but the tokenomics are similar. Both basically give you better yield for your cryptos passively if you just hold their coin as well, and you can choose to get rewards in your own coin, as well as the team is buying back the tokens from the market. So that's basically the tokenomics in a quick sense. But as the whole crypto markets grows, these kind of tokenomics coins will grow up as well. So whenever you hold these coins, you're basically getting a small cut from the whole market cap as well. Anyway, that's yeah, Nexo, it's a coin that I'm bullish on. Another coin that is similarly doing the similar thing, entering the market, is actually Yield. And this is a coin that is actually in the Trust Swap launchpad, and it is launching on December 7th. So this is actually today. So I will participate in this launch, and I will probably try to sell some of my Yield before the hype dies down. But I will try to make a quick buck on this one before it crashes, because usually these things, they launch highly to the upside, and then when they actually launch on December 14th on Uniswap, I probably will try to sell some of my Yield tokens on that time. So consider that as a warning that I will be dumping on you if you decide to buy it on the 14th, but I will participate in this sale. But you need to have Trust Swap tokens to participate in this, and the Trust Swap launches have actually been quite successful. And to see a token that has similar tokenomics as Nexo and Celsius Network launching here, I think a lot of people will want to get in. Anyway, that's it for that one. Another token that I'm actually bullish on, and this will be a surprise for some of you, but it's actually CRO. So CRO, if we actually go back to the charts here, CRO USD, I'm actually getting more bullish on this, to be honest. We saw this double bottom here, this formation. So this is reversal pattern usually. So if that happens, that's usually bullish if it happens like on the bottom here, as well as I do think we are massively oversold at these areas. So I do think that CRO will actually recover from here, as well as if you take a look at the volume, a lot of interest for CRO token is at these price levels right now. There's never been more volume for CRO before these price levels. So volume is looking really good. It had a bottom formation, and another thing that why I'm bullish on is actually Google Trends. So if you go to Google Trends, you search for Bitcoin and you go to worldwide and you go to past 5 years, you can see that retail people who search for Bitcoin are still not searching more Bitcoin than in 2017. So retail people are still not in the game. And when the retail people come in, that's when crypto.com will shine, because that's when they will like boost up their marketing as well as just their domain name and what they have to offer. They are so like newbie friendly system, probably the newbie friendliest system out there, even though with the supercharger and the DeFi swap, which are complete crap in my opinion. I hope that they will start focusing on the actual newbie investors again. But if they can succeed in that one, that's why I do believe that when Bitcoin goes to $20,000 and above, that's when the retail folks will get more and more interest to get back in, and that's when CRO token will shine again. The tokenomics on CRO, just because of the earn plans and everything that happened, are not as good as they used to. But I do believe that just looking at the volume here and the bottom formation and everything that's going on with the whole crypto market, I do believe that they will recover at least to 0.12. So you can make a 2x here with a CRO, I think. So that's a coin that I'm quite bullish on right now. The next one is a similar token. And these are no surprises to you, but it is SXP once again, $0.9 right now. Again, it's at these levels where I'm happy to buy more. So I have been accumulating more SXP just when I see 0.9 on SXP. So this is a coin that has similar use case with CRO. And actually, if you take a look at the what is it, Lisarondo swipe. Joseliito Lisarondo. This guy, I think, let me see if I can find it. This was interesting. I've been seeing a lot of swipe wallet. Why aren't you marketing more? Let me explain. We can't mass market until the services are near flawless. So right now they are building. So we would do injustice, patience. We have the blueprint. There's the time and place for everything. So they haven't wrapped up their marketing yet to the maximum extent. So when that will happen, I do believe that SXP will pump again. But now they are trying to get their product working properly, as well as they are doing the swap from the mobile wallet to the Binance. The Binance website, I think. Yeah, I can say that. So some of the cards will be available, the swipe cards are available from the Binance website. So when everything is happening, they will get their marketing up and running. So SXP, I do believe that it is also oversold, and it will eventually recover. And when the retail folks come back, this is another one of those winners in my opinion. So quite safe bet, CRO and SXP both have bottomed in my opinion, and I think they like 2x is potential for both of them at least. Anyway, those are pretty much the coins there. Other coins that I'm bullish on right now, again, is ANKR, because they help you do the ETH 2.0 staking without you actually staking your coins in the ETH 2.0, and they are lost there for amounts of time because you cannot really sell them right now. You cannot really do anything with the ETH 2.0 tokens other than stake them. But if you stake them through ANKR or RPL, which is another token that actually dumped even more, it is more impressive to actually buy it at these levels. RPL, Rocket Pool, they also do the same thing as ANKR. They're a little bit later to the party, so ANKR will probably launch first before RPL. But this is a coin that I'm happy to buy more at these cheaper levels, because when they get their systems up and running, the coin will of course pump in my opinion. And this price level is actually quite low for RPL at least. And ANKR is just moving sideways, even though ETH 2.0 has just launched. And yeah, just waiting for the news for these coins to get out there. And yeah, you can make a flip with this, I believe so. Another token or two tokens here is actually Swap. It had a nice pullback here from last week, as well as a liquidity dividend. What is it? Liquidity dividend protocol. It is also helping these launchpads. So liquidity dividend protocol, they just announced a roadmap. So I think they are launching 5 products in December. So if you hold the LID token, you can get in these pre-sales, and they sometimes have good projects out there that you can flip from the pre-sale to the actual launch. So to see this coin at a 30% discount and just being sideways here could be interesting. And they just released the roadmap and it hasn't pumped yet. So these are basically my picks for next week. Oh yeah, one more token, just a long-term bullish, pretty sideways here from last week is EWT, $6.17. You have to watch Chico Crypto's videos to understand this one. I understand only what I've seen on his videos, and I think it makes a lot of sense, and they have really impressive partnerships. So just for them to actually implement those, this is another coin for me to actually hold long term. But this is a coin that I will probably just put in on the Unidex spot here, just because it's been consolidating here for so long, and it's still not pumping. So I think I will put it there. Just a side tip if you are actually using the Unidex spot. Anyway, those are the altcoins for me to hold this week. And this week I'll make a few strategy videos, probably 2 strategy videos this week, and pretty cool stuff that I've been planning and making this weekend. So look forward to that one as well. If you thought this was interesting, make sure that the thumbs up button is blue, as well as you subscribe to the channel. And comment down below what you thought about this one, what do you think about my picks, and let me know about everything you are doing and feeling. And that's it for this video. I will see you on the next video.